Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. So for today's look, as you can see here, it's very colorful with a beautiful sunset blend. So if you want to see how I did this, then please keep watching. For today's look, we're going to be using the new Unicorn Party palette by GLF Cosmetics, and we're going to be dipping into the first shade called Rainbow. Now, I've already applied some concealer on my eyelid to use as a primer, and I'm going to be picking up this brush by, I'm sorry, I don't want to mispronounce the name, but you can see right here. I'll be linking all the brushes down below as well, so you'll know who they're by. So I'm just taking a little bit of product at a time, and I'm just dabbing it into my crease. Now the shades are really pigmented themselves, so you really don't need a lot. Next, I will be picking up this beautiful orange shade called Majestic on the same brush, and I'm going to be applying that on top of the edge of the first color that we use. I'm just going to start by dabbing it on there as well, and in a second we will take a big blending brush and just blend this out. Next, I'll be taking the shade called Elegant on this brush, which is by GLF Cosmetics. Now, this comes in a bundle set, and I'll definitely link that down below for you guys. I love these brushes because they're really, really soft. So I'm going to start by taking that yellow shade, and then I'm going to slowly begin to blend this edge out. Now, I'm using a very light hand here, and I'm just doing small circular motions and then blending upwards. Now I'm going to fast forward this part, but I want to leave it in so you can see the process of blending. So here I'm just blending it out just a little bit more. I like to really make sure that I can get that edge as soft as possible. Next, with a bigger blending brush, I'm just going to take a hint of that yellow again, and I'm just going to really try and get this edge as smooth as possible. Next, I'll be taking the shade called Decorations on the first brush that we use, and I'm going to deepen up this crease a little bit. So I'm going to start applying this on the outer corner and then just drag it inward. Now, there's a lot of ways you can do this. You could have started with this shade first and then blend it out. There are so many techniques of blending. There really is no wrong way, just as long as you achieve the look that you're going for, obviously. So now I'm just taking that second brush that we use with no additional product on it, and I'm just going to blend this crease upwards. I just want to try to make sure that everything is perfectly blended together. And here I'll be taking the last blending brush that we use and then just really cleaning this up really quick before we move on to the cut crease. So now I'll be taking a small e.l.f. concealer brush with some concealer, and this is the ColourPop Cosmetics, what is it? Pretty Fresh in the shade Light 33C, I believe. I'm going to be taking this and doing a half cut crease. Next, we'll be dipping into this beautiful yellow shimmer called Unicorn Tears on a flat brush. And this one, I believe, is by Morphe, but there is no number because I bought it a long time ago with a bundle set. I'm going to apply this shade directly on the first portion of this cut crease. Now, I'm going directly in. I didn't set the concealer or anything, so that's why I am using patting motions to get this to really stick to the concealer. Sometimes if you don't set it, it may be a little bit harder to adhere to the concealer at first because it's still wet, so that's why I like to use patting motions. Next, I'll be taking this lime green shimmer called Grace on using the same brush. All I did was wipe it off on a towel really quick so that I can use it again. I'm going to apply this right next to this yellow that we just applied. Next, I'll be taking the shade called Magical on the same brush, doing the same technique. I'm going to apply this next to the green. And then lastly, to finish this edge, I'm going to be applying the shade Decorations. I'm just going to go ahead and dab this on here to blend these edges together. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to be applying the shade Decorations closest to my waterline. And I'm going to fast forward this part a little bit, but just leave it in again. Now with another fluffy brush, I'm going to be applying just a hint of that rainbow shade, that red rainbow shade. And I'm going to blend this color out. And then I'll be finishing off this blend with some yellow. Next, I'll be using some mascara, and this is the Roller Lash Mascara by Benefit Cosmetics. And I'll be using these lashes by the Lashbox, KO. Next, I'll be applying a pop of color to my waterline. This one's by LA Girl. So this completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed week, and we'll see you next time.